Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris Newbie tutorial series for version 2.7. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 19. It's the year 2400, which puts us officially at the beginning of the end game. And this is what our galactic map looks like right now. Things are looking pretty good. No more completely red entities, but we are now at war down here with the new Khanate. Our Federation elected to do that war, so that's what we're in. But there's a lot of people in our Federation now. That's a really great thing. In fact, how does that affect our victory conditions? We are now clearly the winners, ahead of the Rixie Guardians, even the Fallen Empire. We're kicking buttocks, which is really good. Colossus project is available. You have to research that before you can do anything else, so we're just going to research it now. And then we're going to unpause the game, go back to normal speed, and we're going to take a look at some of our planets here. Get taken care of. I don't think we're going to have to send anybody down here to the new Khanate to help, but we might want to when we get some ships kind of put together. My hope was I wanted to go to war over here with the Obedin, Sankrasict Assembly, the Thek Clack, and the Jagalwa Trade Commission, but unfortunately it didn't work. We're losing XP on our Federation because we invited yet another member, and we have a lot of conflicting ethics, so that's what's going on there. But I've already assigned envoys. I have one at the Galactic Community who I could reassign to our United. I got 3 assigned to the United Information Line. So if you guys want positive XP, then they should probably think about supporting that as well. And we're going to spend a little bit of our money on alloys. Come check out some of our planets over here. Where we're at on refinery resources is now volatile motes are the one thing we're starting to take a little hit on. We apologize, patron. We've sadly reached something of a creative roadblock. No problem.
Research concluded.
The council was elected. We're on it. We expected that to happen, so that's why not paying a whole lot of attention to that. Energy weapon attack speed, energy weapon damage. Get that caught up. Yeah, so we're on the council for this, and we can go, and the Senate is in session. They're currently voting on Astral Studies Network, diplomatic way from tech. We like that, so that's why, in fact, we're going to support that, because we want to be a part of that. So, down at these planets, this one, for instance, got 3 jobs. This is a research world. That's what my naming scheme is. Hopefully you've been following along, and that makes a lot of sense to you. You say, hey, yeah, I get it. I dig it. And over here, what do we want to do? Do we want to put something on this last slot? They're still not going to have enough housing available for all of these upgrades. But I think if we replace the robot assembly plant and the clone vats with housing, we will be with these Paradise Domes. So I'm not afraid to put another research building on that planet for that purpose. Protus says, hey, I got 2 people. And what we need to do really is, like, geographically what we need to do here on this is put commercial zones every 4th position. And because these only provide 1 jobs. So this is what we'll do to make up for that. Because you got to have enough jobs for people. They're I'm no good at saying that word. Fossilized remains. The excavation of the ancient structure found in the valley's entrance is proceeding according to plan. Many artifacts have been discovered, most of which seem to be variations of hunting weapons and trophies. A partially translated sign, which appears to denote the name of the structure, reads Valley of Macaver, Hunting Lodge Primus. Oh, how fun. Yeah, I could have never become an archaeologist because I suck at saying that word, so. These guys have some unemployed people. There's an unemployed specialist, a Deathicon. We need to get 1 more person over here. And we can build on there. And what planet is that? It's Nanex. So let's... Wait a minute. We need to check that, though. What kind of planet is that? Nanex. It's an Arctic world. Okay, well, we'll just wait for people to grow then. We'll just wait. It'll be fine. This is a desert world. That's an Arctic one. We'll get people on these, and then we'll be able to put those folks to work so I'm not worried about that. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with these planets yet. I think picking one thing here is going to be pretty safe. But we'll worry about that when we get to... I want to take a look at my ships. This is what I wanted to do. This one is 170 out of 230, and I don't think we've adjusted this blueprint. We haven't. So we're going to add more battleships. And get those built up. And then I can add a couple more. I can either add 2 more destroyers or another cruiser, so I'll do that. And then I'll say, hey, go make those. And now we're getting... the gun pointed at the head of the universe. Leading scientists across all conceivable fields have at least finalized their proposals for the planet killer class weapons that will arm our first Colossus type ships. We must select one proposal to develop alongside the final stages of the Colossus: the World Cracker or the Neutron Sweep. Alright, so I want to take a minute to describe what these do. The World Cracker is a planet killer weapon. And it describes it here: a direct feed of thermic energy superheats the atmosphere and agitates the planet's core, setting up disastrous tectonic events. A final and comparatively minute concussion blast is then delivered, cracking the planet open. It destroys the planet. You take a significant penalty to everybody, including people in your own federation, for even using one of these. It's a minus 100 faction hit, and you can see what our factions are like, you know, plus 300, so you use the World Cracker 4 times and the Glowstorini hate you. The second thing is the Neutron Suite. An accelerated plume of neutron radiation paints the planet's surface, severely degrading most materials and directly destroying biological tissue. This just destroys the pops on a planet, the biological pops. It doesn't destroy the actual planet itself, so then you can resettle it. Now, the planet does take a minus 30% habitability hit for several years. I think it's about 10 years. You take less of a hit reputation-wise using the Neutron Sweep, but it's still severe. It's minus 80 instead of a minus 100. I'm going to select the Neutron Sweep, though. That's what I'm going to start with. Now, I still don't know if I'm even going to use it that much, but we'll see. We got to get some moats, chemical plants out here for these people. Should probably upgrade that. Provide a lot of jobs there. Ozone X, another one of these. This is all these planets down here in Ozone X that we don't know yet what we're doing. This is going to have one. What are we doing with this planet? We said research. Oh, well, let's get it started then. And it has gas extraction wells. We're going to put one of those on there because it can allow one on its planet. So anytime that happens, and there's a mineral purification plant. We should probably get that down on that planet. Ozone X finally got its second one out here. So let's give it clone bats. So we'll take care of our planets in the meantime. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to say buy some more of these. They're at 11. Wow, that's expensive. Cha-ching. We've got the cash though. We're going to spend it. Because I want to get this also. We have down here, right here at the Cowrie system, a shipyard that we need to build the rest of that. Our mega shipyard. So, and we have a little bit of unemployment on a lot of planets, and we're also starting to take a hit in consumer goods, so I'd like to take some of those planets and say, oh, void superiority. The construction of the impressive juggernaut has been completed. This mobile behemoth changes the paradigm of offensive warfare entirely. It can construct and repair ships on the front line and is equipped with devastating firepower, allowing for a ceaseless assault of those who dare stand against us. Only fools will oppose the nomad hegemony now. Yeah, so that's you can only have one of those at a time. Your juggernaut, and it's right here, and it's got the special symbol there. Starbase capacity. What I'd like to do is start doing army damage. So we want him to be a part of this war over here against these punks. And I think maybe what's the easiest way to get him over here? We send him there. He's going to go through. Oh, there's a gateway right there. Wonderful. So I'd like to send one fleet over there. I'm going to send this guy to join him. Get over here. And you guys can be our contribution to this mess over here. So that'll be wonderful. This planet has some people that need jobs. People that need jobs. Oh, and this planet's going to start having, again, a problem with its housing, as you can see. Now, you can always take one of these generator districts off and make it another district over here, or we can do, as I like to say, we can take this and replace it. Take one of these and replace it with luxury residences and raise one of those other ones up to take care of the excess jobs. Research on this planet, and there's 4 people here, and they're gonna need more housing as well, aren't they? Well, let's raise up some of these buildings. Let's do all of those. I like the way our empire is going. Things are going well. How's this war doing down here? We're at 2% and 3%. Well, that's why we're gonna go over there. We're gonna go over there and kick butt, because then we can have a real impact. Also, our fleet here, our transport fleet, I'm just going to bring them down here. I don't know that we're going to need them, but let's bring them down here and make them a part of this. The sooner we can get this new car Khanate out of here, the better off we're going to be. And then the sooner we can do what we want to do with our empire. All right, gentlemen. What I should probably do is take this guy, replace him with...
Special project concluded.
Oh, the Colossus project is complete with the neutron suite. Oh, how nice. So there's embassy comebacks. Yeah, that can give us another envoy, can't it? Let's put that on our homeworld. Let's take one of these and replace it with luxury residences. And then we'll raise 2 of these up. In fact, we can change our robot assembly here and also use luxury residences for that. And that should give us enough housing for all these other buildings to be raised up. Uthan says, hey, I got 4 jobs. Got enough people here, basically. How are they doing with stability? If we took this, how much is happening? Jobs-based production. 20 amenities. They don't need that. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Let's see. Jugs, where are you coming? Yeah, come down here. In fact, everybody meet here. Meet there. Next Federation level got unlocked. All right. So we're up to Federation level 3. We can switch to medium. We won't have full support of this. Tazikians, though. Oh, we can almost get them. Yeah, we can get them to support it. Okay. Vote for Federation law. Passed. So now we are in medium. Thesis defense next time that this comes up. Can subjects join? Vote weight. Diplomatic equal or diplomatic? Votes are determined by diplomatic weight. More influential, wield more power. That's what we want. In order to do this, we're going to have to go make some Lorango, Miran, Glost, Tazikian. We got to go. So let's start with the Tazikians. Let's get as many favors as we can. We'll go to resources and we'll say, hey, you want some gases? I got all the gases for you, buddy. Yeah, confirm. Gateway construction site ready in the Trappist system. All right, let's go to Trappist. Says there's a gateway construction site ready there. That doesn't mean that there's... Yep, this costs 2,500. Continues to delay one thing. So back here, Glost Warhini. How many can we get from them? Offer trade deal. How many favors do we already have from them? We got 4, so that it'll give us 6. So we're going to Volta Motes. We'll say, yay, confirm. Trade. Oh, did that? Oh, no, really? The Ozone X system. I needed to go a little bit more than... Okay, to make those trade deals work. Alright, well that's fine. Get that one up and working too. So let's do this again. And they say what? Trade deal. This is this appalling trade deal part of some... That's funny, okay. Well, we'll do it the right. We'll do it. We'll make sure. We'll go in here and say offer trade deal. Say favors, all the favors. We'll go in resources and say vol to motes, and we'll give you enough that we can ensure. There we go. Okay. Ghost Warhini. Offer trade deal. Favors. Got to be able to do this. Got to be able to do it. There we go. Confirm. You guys give me those trade deals. Yes, and now they're green check marks. So who else? We got Glostorhini and Taziki, and we got the Mirren Alliance of Colonies and Lorongo. Okay. The Mirren Alliance. The Mirren Alliance. Let's go to the Mirren Alliance of Colonies. Communicate. Offer a trade deal. Favors. We got all the refineries weapons that you want, buddy. All the not weapons. Components. There you go. Confirm. Alright. Do that. Yes. Trade deals. That's what I want to see. Okay. And who else is in there? Oh, the Nomad Hegemony. We're the fifth one. Okay. And they passed the Astral Studies. Now the Senate's in session, in recess. And what we can do is... Where's greater than ourselves? How far before that gets pressed? We can't... Emergency measure. Click to declare this resolution an emergency measure. So now it's on the Senate floor. Okay, good. We'll get that done. And this is Galactic Council emergency measure declared. Now we can go here and we can say, okay, vote weight diplomatic, and I can go in here and say, use some of my, yes, and vote for the Federation law has succeeded. So now it's diplomatic weight. Ha ha ha. Yeah, war declaration is a majority vote. Thesis defense challenge, fleet contribution, and separate treaties are allowed.
Research
I'm fine with all that. I want to get to President decides. and then I want us to be in charge of the whole thing. Okay. Hey, global pacifier. That's also another one. Unlock component. I'm not building a Colossus yet. I'm not concerned with building it. I want to get my people over here. Here comes my Juggernaut. Yeah, these guys are... Oh. The Redirax domain. Continued excavations near the hunting lodge have produced more details. Salzuino 4 and the Valley of Makvahal specifically serve as a hunting reserve for the ruling warrior class of an interstellar polity known as the Redirax domain. Redirax, a predatory avian species, periodically collected random individuals from the many subjugated alien kingdoms under their rule of civilizations. These aliens were then hunted down and killed in the wilderness of Makvahal, according to the rituals that governed Redirax society. This tradition lasted several centuries until the domain eventually succumbed to an undefined outside threat. Predators. Love it, though. I love the reference to predators. That's awesome. That's fantastic. Actually, I'm going to have this guy go over here and do this. We'll come in here and we'll see about taking some of these planets from them. Oh, look, they're making some progress over here, but then there's these guys down here. We need to go squash those for them. And then they'll be like, oh, yay. Because right now, yeah, see? And this is good, 59. Yeah. You messed with us, Great Khan. So, not good for them. I want to just wait with my unemployed pops. I just want to wait. I want to wait.
Construction
And what I'm going to do is,
concluded.
this has a bunch of jobs. I'm going to upgrade that. I'm just going to wait until this gets passed in 1300 days. Research concluded. Army damage. Yes, and that's what I want to do is army damage. Army health. I want to get those two going. Get them caught up.
Construction project concluded.
Even though I created the Colossus, I haven't really... I don't like to use it unless I'm playing a determined exterminator or a driven assimilator species, and I don't care if the whole galaxy hates me. Here, while we're in a federation, it's probably not the wisest choice. I probably really should have done something else with this last perk. But I kind of wanted to build it and show it being used like one time so you all newbies could see it. This time, this is our other ancient relic, the ancient archaeological site, the ancient tomb. This time the lever was concealed in the roof. The fifth chamber has more alien writing. There is none. The challenges are as meaningless as these words. That is my lesson. I am Zarkland, the pawn, swept along by the currents of history against my will. Proceed, and an audience shall be yours, should one still be of interest. The next chamber is likely to be his last. Yeah. Yeah, whatever, Zarklon. Zardoz. Zardoz. Alright, let's go check on some stuff. We haven't checked. Nanix right here. Good. You guys get your clone vats up.
Research concluded.
Research here. The global pacifier. Okay, now energy weapon damage. There's our 85 shields. Can be a little stronger. And then we have this, so we should spend some money on that. Once we have money capped out like that, we should go buy alloys, and then we can come down here and we can say, hey, Shipyard Corp. Build that. Finish that up. And how are our Dyson Sphere coming? Partial Dyson Sphere. It's 575 days from being, I think, completed. Trappist Station, a bastion. We need to keep building. Defense grid, supercomputer. Okay, rising unemployment on Elthior. Where's that at? Elthior.
Research concluded.
Right there. How much in... Oh, they have a lot of unemployment. Wow, okay. Well, tell you what we'll do. You guys are all specialists. So we'll raise these all up. Put your people to some work. Kinetic weapon attack speed, the world cracker. See, now you can research it. The first one we can build because of that thing, but now you can actually research and build it as much as you want, I guess. It's kind of a little weird situation there. This is nice though. These guys are sitting over here. They're getting ships built. Okay, we're over here. We conquered all of that. I want you to go all the way to here. And same thing with you. I want you to fly your way down here, my friend. Actually, what he can do is jump to right there. I might just have this guy go here first. Or park his butt over here. You're going to go right here. See, he jumped. Now, there's a caveat to using the jump drive, and that caveat is you can't use it for another 200 days or something like that, but more importantly, you take a pretty big penalty to your offensive weaponry. It's like a minus 40% hit to damage. So you don't want to jump somewhere and then immediately go into war. It's okay for the Juggernaut because it's more of a support ship. So these guys are down here fighting. Oh, this fleet is running and these guys are showing up in here. Alright, we'll wait for our guys to come in here. How are they doing? The Juggernaut is taking a while. These guys are going to hang out here, it looks like. And here we come. And it's like, oh, we got
Initializing hostile engagement protocols.
Come and get them, boys and girls. They got a big ship there. Oh yeah, baby. How soon before they destroy that thing? Poof. Poof. That's pretty awesome. Okay. In that case, you gentlemen, what you can do is they also are equipped with the jump drive.
Research concluded.
So if I tell these guys to jump to here, I think I can tell them, yep, jump straight to there. Research concluded. World Cracker, L-Gate Insights. We should probably be going for those at some point in time. Not a big deal. I don't worry about the L-Gate. Alright, so there's peace offer made between the... Okay, so there was a peace offer. That's the end of it. Alright, gentlemen. They saw us coming and they said, whoa, Nelly. Alright, everybody move back then. That's fantastic. Oh, great. That means in 1,000 days, we'll get this thing passed. The opponents we will not have to worry about. I might go make a few trades to make sure we can get it passed. Call in some favors. Make sure it happens. That's funny. We have won this war. Well, are you guys going to be ready to go to another war? Because the war I really want to fight is over here. These folks have some ships, but they don't have a lot. And I'd like to just go in here and curb stomp them. So that would make me happy. Kiram is where I want you to be. Kiram Station. Assign that base to you and tell you to go home there. How are you doing for ships? Let's go in here and buy some more of this. Federation Association officer was by the United Information Alliance. We gave Federation status to the new Car Khanate. We gave them Federation Association status to these clowns. Well, I guess. I mean, if you're all in the same federation at the end, hey, well, there's two federations basically now. Oh, and there's a coalition of sovereign nations, so there's 3. Okay, and there's a migration treaty between the new Car Khanate. Well, okay, sure. I like migration treaties. I like having people who can habitate my worlds. The Guardians of the Galaxy. These guys have a couple of really huge fleets, and I very much want to get my fleets to those levels. So.
Receiving transmission.
Science. Great. Sure, you want a science research proposal? Okay. Army Health. Let's grab 5% more for food. Keep that number high. Synthon says, hey, demolish that. They finally got all their people wiped off their planet, which is good. I'd probably rather switch some of these to mining. I want to get all of those done. We're going to need as many minerals as we can because we are cranking people over on our Ecumenopolis, and we still have a lot of room left to build on our Ecumenopolis, so that means lots of jobs, and that means needing lots of minerals to turn into a massive amount of alloys. Let's see about this. Partial Dyson Sphere, 162 days. It's installing the last of its panels. It's like, hey, look at me. I'm excellent. I'm going to generate a lot of power. Once that one is free, what's really cool about that then is I can start cranking out another something. Or we can start cranking out ring worlds and things like that. And in fact, there's some really good places to put ring worlds, and I should probably take one of these guys. This is really great down here. This is kind of like an isolated dead end area. Away from everything else. I'd like to build a ring world there. Be great. And it'll all be in this Tirsona right here. It'll be nice. And in fact, what we should probably do before we do anything else is also build a gateway like right here in this. Oh, there's a gateway right here at Tirsona. All this trade then can flow into here. That'd be real easy. In fact, if we wanted to do this ahead of time, the best thing might be to do is upgrade that already and give it 2 trade hubs, and then it could reach all of these around here. So if we put a ring world here, 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 if we put all our ring worlds in here, it's be an awesome sector. So let's just upgrade that and start getting that ready. And get, let's see, how are we doing over here? No mods. They're building their civilian replica complexes. We have another, or we should have another envoy as soon as that thing. Relic has, yep, increased. The Huntress. Archaeologists excavating the hunting lodge have stumbled upon several references to a legendary Relics warrior known only as the Huntress. She was apparently the most efficient killer, renowned throughout the domain for having personally butchered thousands of aliens at Makver. It is unclear whether this is based on fact or fiction, but according to the Relics legend, the Huntress was killed somewhere inside the valley when she was outwitted by the alien prey she was pursuing. She was supposedly wielding the fabled blade of the Huntress at the time. But then Arnold Schwarzenegger killed her. I love it. That cracks me up. Trappist says, hey, do something else for me. Okay, this colony is... What are we really low on here? Oh, rare crystals again, as always.
Another scientific breakthrough.
Yes, scientific breakthroughs, because we like those. Energy weapon damage. Migration treaty proposal. When we get a chance, we'll go to war with the Obedins. They don't like us and we don't like them, but moreover, I want to kill these guys up here, the Theclac Collective. I want to go to war with them, but these guys, because they've got all this space in the middle of our space, and I don't like that, and that sets my OCD off, so that's just wrong. So we'll get all of our fleets back up here. Get our Juggernaut, our slow Jugs, he'll move up here. In fact, where's going to be a good place to put him? Probably right there. Let's go move him up there. And this is Federation Invitation. Obedin Sacrosanct Assembly join the United Information Alliance. What? What's it do? United Information Alliance? What? The Obedin Sacrosanct Assembly? The people I want to go to war with just joined us. Oh, come on. Oh, man. Well, okay. Who's the Theclac? They were the Pan-Galactic Prosperity and the Obedin Commerce League. Oh, so they must have split off from them. The Obedin Commerce League. They're over here in this purple section. Oh, that's funny. So now the
declaration of war has been announced.
The Obedin Sacrosanct Assembly declared war on the Jagalan Trade Commission, and now we're involved in another war. Oh my goodness. This is what we get for not being in charge of our Federation. Spaceport sustaining damage. Where? Who's doing what here? Oh goodness. So now we have to go to war with these guys anyway. Well, that's good, because who we're at war with? The Jagala Trade Commission. Wait a minute. Let's check this. You can see right here. The Theclac. That's who I really want to go to war with. Okay. And we have relic activation. I'm going to do this. I'm going to say put them on. Yeah, sure. Put them on Mang. It makes 3 pops for you. Hab A says, hey, I'm running out of housing. I know. I know you are. Another piece of the relic, and it says it's done. Archaeological site is finished. The final archaeology site. Ancient tomb. After a grueling search, the last key was discovered in the form of a minuscule button hidden in one of the carved alien glyphs. In the last chamber, a gigantic throne holds the slumped and motionless form of a large humanoid creature. A horrible smell hints at the decayed state of the being's body. Some glyphs at the bottom of the throne read simply, Zarklan at your service. The body is too far gone to be moved, but the head is surprisingly well preserved given its age. Not wanting to leave empty-handed, some archaeologists use laser cutter to remove the head. It's and the Rixie Guardians. It is true then. You have found the legendary tomb of Zarklan. When the augurs told me, I did not believe them, but the evidence is irrefutable. I understand that you have the prophet's head in your possession. Then, as was foretold, the chosen of the great Zarklan have at last been revealed. As would have been Zarklan's wish, any unsettled holy worlds near our space are yours to do with as you wish. There are also many devout pilgrims on Celestial Throne who would be greatly honored to fight under your banner. End transmission. The chosen Zarklon modifier added spiritual ethics attraction. So if we want to become spiritualists. But this homeworld down here that we've avoided for the longest time colonizing, we can now colonize. Well, heck yeah. Cha-ching. We'll colonize that thing now. Let's find the nomads. Where are the nomads? They're way down here. I'm just looking at the graph. There we go. Nomads. Emerald Mausoleum. Well, hello. It's a spiritual holy world. Sacred by the nearby fallen empire. Colonizing them will anger them, but not anymore.
Receiving transmission.
And so now they are the holy guardians, and they like us. They went from -40 to plus 110. And commercial pact invitation from the Khanate. Well, everything is just breaking our way in this game. Goodness. I'm liking it. I'm not going to complain. I like it. I wouldn't expect this to happen, though. And over here we get this head. Activation cost 150 influence. Spiritualist ethics attraction 40%. So if we want to switch to spiritualist, that would be one way to start doing it. That would help push us in that direction. I'm not too concerned about that right now, but we are on our way to kind of swarming the galaxy with ourselves. I think if we get rid of a couple of these people over here, we'll be in pretty good shape. This is what? Okay, what? Oh yeah, you guys don't have. I need to get you upgraded to a citadel if you're going to be able to have an ion cannon.
Project concluded.
And we should probably give you what? Command center, ship rate of fire. Or yeah, let's go ship rate of fire on that. I don't think we're going to have to worry about anybody coming in through that direction, but we might. Right now, I think the best thing we can do is start this. Gentlemen, you start. We'll start moving you all the way in there. We'll buy some more of these. And how are we doing with the Dyson Sphere? Oh, and it's not complete. It's got one more now. Now it's producing 2550. So it still had one more to go. These Joes up here, gentlemen, what I'd like you to do is, let's see, we want to go over here. Let's go there. Start working some of this out. What are you guys doing? You're going to Trappist. I would really like you to do something else. How big are you? You're really big. Here's what I want you to do. Jump. Nope, I don't want you to do that. I want to go jump to here. And then where are my soldiers? Come here. What to do, what to do, what to do. This will provide more jobs. Let's do that. Titan says, hey, research over here. How are we doing on this? 306 days, and we're going to crush it right now. We're on board for that to happen. Debris, go to, it's right there. Let's pause the game and come down here and find a science vessel that's not doing anything. Research that project. Gateway constructed in the Trappist system. Perfect. Now it's ready to go. That's awesome. Gentlemen. Get up here. This is the Jagalawa. Meanwhile, what do you guys need to do? Gateway constructed in the Ozone X system. That's awesome. Land armies over here at Mag. No armies. Well, that should be quick then. And then how is our mega structure over here coming? Mega shipyard core. Where are you headed off to?
Commencing planetary incursion initiative.
Oh, you're going to use the gateway and go over there? Okay. Actually, I know what I'm going to have you do. Jump to right there. Invading, and it's invaded, and it's done, and we have that now. Megacorp. It's a little tiny habitat. No big deal. I'm going to have you guys work together right there. It's going to take you longer to get over there. Protus. Rare resources. What do you got? Still need crystals the most. That's the way it is. Let's see who's going to get over across there first. There's the Juggernaut. There's what your Juggernaut looks like. That thing is awesome. Really. That's incredible. It's just a beast. And then here comes the fleet. 105k. You guys ready to go? So we'll work on that. Alright, let's see. You go down there and do that.
Research concluded.
Where's my third fleet? I have a third fleet somewhere. Oh yeah, we gotta start working on admin capacity too. Let's go buy more of these. I gotta go look at all my fleets. My fleets. I need all my fleets. Let's see. First fleet, where are they at? They're right there. Okay. You guys need to go right there.
Concluded.
Second fleet is right there. I need you to head up here. And you do to head over there. Research. Energy weapon damage. Energy weapon attack speed. Get that caught up. And down here, minerals from jobs. Let's do that. You, my friend, come right to there. Excellent. Do that.
Initial colonization phase commencing. All systems nominal.
What's in here? NAF Avum. Okay, can we, what do we need to do here? Just move you guys to there. Gotta make some Mega Shipyard is online, folks. Right there. It's done. Complete. It has 20 shipyards. It is a beast. I love it, but more importantly, what it means now is we can start our second megastructure. I mean, actually, like third or fourth now. Here, we can say Ring World site. Dink. Get started. It's a great place to send excess pops. How are we doing over here? 10 days, and we're going to pass this. Okay, this is going to be fun. Watch this. All these unemployed pops. Yes, it passes. Resolutions. The greater good. Greater than ourselves. So here we go. Unlocks an edict. So now we can go over to edict, and we can say greater than ourselves. Lasts until canceled. We have to stop one of these other ones. So I'm going to go capacity subsidies. We don't need any more. And I'm going to go greater than ourselves. Lacking. Oh, we're lacking influence. Okay, we'll wait. Greater than ourselves, alongside the rights enshrined in the recent galactic community resolutions, we ask additional responsibilities of our workers. We can now encourage unemployed workers to voluntarily resettle to other worlds we control that have available housing jobs and are adequately habitable. And that's great. And then we should have some... We can do some of these Unity ambition ones down here. So this is one of the first ones I turn on. Will to power, monthly influence, +5. Thank you. In addition to this, you can do naval capacity here, +20. Ship upkeep, -20. Monthly minerals, +33%. These are great, and they just need Unity. That's what you need. Hearts and minds, governing ethics, attraction. That keeps people your way. Architectural Renaissance, though. Megastructure build speed. Megastructure build capacity +1. Yes. Turn that one on. And then we're out of Unity, so we can't do any more. But that's perfect. Oh, and so what else I would like to build is my other megastructure I'd like to start getting built right now. Where is that? He's right there. Okay. Let's build it closer to a core system. Like right here. Oh, and I don't have any... I'm just going to move him there. I don't have any influence. That's the thing. But... Promising officer. At the end of the month, let's see, what are we doing here? Yep, so now our base is 9. So look, we're earning 10 a month because we kicked in that edict. That is awesome. I love it. Come up here. Research that project. Gentlemen, you go over here. Meet up here. This thing, he's over here fighting this all by himself. The Juggernaut. He's like, hey, I'm doing this all by myself. Are you guys going to come help? He's like, my logic says I have to stay at long range and shoot things and fire my big weapons. So you guys, bruh, you better get over there. 16 days. There you go. Get over there. This is going to be, oh my goodness. So this is cool because our Juggernaut just gives everybody longer range weapons. Oh, look at this. He's over here doing his thing. Oh my goodness. We're over here mowing these guys down. Alright. Galactic Council Emergency Measure on the Senate floor. The Tayanki Conservation Act. What is this? Any Empire that kills Tayanki would be in breach of Galactic Law. Sure, I'll support that. Alright. So, gentlemen, good job. Now, what I like to do when I'm moving through here is since the Juggernaut is slow, I like to point both my ships to the edge here, to the rim. And then when I can look at that from here, when I can click on this, and see that they're both aggressive stance. See, he's still got 6 more days. When I see that they're both aggressive stance, then I'll move them. Now they're ready to go. So move them there. Alright, back over here. Do that. This site is done. The Blade of the Huntress. After painstakingly combing through the valley of Makval for any trace of the legendary Huntress, archaeologists were finally able to pinpoint her last resting place. Her fossilized skeleton was found locked in battle with the remains of a large horned arthropod, with her claws still grasping the hilt of a perfectly preserved sword. This must be the Blade of the Huntress. The weapon is composed of an unknown material and is sharp enough to cut through our strongest armor. So it becomes another relic, and it's this. Blade of the Huntress modifier added for 120 months, giving the following effects: sublight speed, 25%, army morale, +25, and planet sensor range, +2. That's very nice. Very nice little bonus there. So we're going to, let's see, yeah, these guys don't have much here, do they? So let's go crunch them. And you, gentlemen, why don't you, that, what do we have here? Track on map, go to, I said go up there, and he's doing it. This thing can go up here and land armies at Charleroi, whatever that is. I want to get a war against this. I'm sad that these guys, the Obadin Sacrosanct Assembly, are part of my federation. Darn it! I wanted to conquer them, but I guess them being in my federation. You know what? Oh, here's the thing. Let's go to this Obadin Sacrosanct. Can we do increase the institute benefits? Can we do? No. Demand tribute. That's, yeah. I wanted to see if I can ask them to be my vassal, but I can't. So that's too bad. Can't just outright ask an ally and say, "Hey, I want you to be my vassal." That's all right.
Planetary incursion initiative.
Vassalization wars are my favorite. My favorite, and this is a research planet that still doesn't have any research on it because of a bunch of other things. I think considering it's already got gas extraction wells on it, I'm going to change this. And I'm going to make it a refinery
Planetary
world.
incursion initiative successful.
That's what the I stands for. So I'll go over here and I'll say chemicals. Upgrade that. Planetary. Yep, so we took that. Is there another?
Shipwreck studied. Fascinating.
There is another one. It's right there. Sometimes these are hard to see. I can tell that I don't have control of the system, though, because I don't have the 4 little spikes on that system. So that means there's still a planet in there that we need to control. That's what that means. Alright, gentlemen, you guys go
Commencing planetary incursion
to the edge here. These our neighbors are going to go in there ahead of us, but that's okay. We're not really concerned. You guys roll on in there. Research concluded. Excellent.
Planetary incursion initiative successful.
And now we got the 4 spikies on that planet, so we know we have control of that system. They're sending an army to take care of that one, and that's great. We're gonna move our guys over here. So, and these guys are fighting. The Kung Fu fighting. About to crunch that. We got some more of this. Track on map. Go to. Where's that? It's right there. So take our science vessel and say, hey, come research that. Good job, guys. Move over there. You meet him there. 69% is where they're at, and we are close to being able to do greater than ourselves. Where are we at with that? Greater than ourselves. We need 300. Okay. We're trucking right along here. A lot of this unemployment stuff is gonna go away in moments.
Planetary incursion initiative successful.
Very nice. Very nice. Yep. So get over there. Oh, and there's still another planet here. There's that one. Kind of hiding. Buy. Research. Which research is this? Energy, weapon, attack, speed. So those are the same, and shields are lagging behind. Okay. All right, gentlemen. Are you all ready? Let's get you all down here. At the edge. This is the Obadin Commerce League, and these punks up here, the Theclac, are the ones I really wanted to take over anyway. They're at 70% war exhaustion. Now we're at 5%. They're at 70%. That should be.
Planetary incursion initiative successful.
We should have no problem coming in here and stomping these guys. You guys ready to go? Let's head over there. In fact, I can probably just, yeah, do that. Alright, and we have enough for the edict. So here we go. Watch all these unemployment over here. All these red ones.
Station sustaining damage.
And we come in here and say, we say greater than ourselves. And it stays on until it's turned off. So at the end of the month, I think it's at the end of the month, it'll move all these people. Around the 20th of April. Now we're at the 25th. Surprise, surprise, it's still not moving, people. Interesting. And the Ecumenopolis has plenty of jobs? It does, and in fact the Ecumenopolis has so many jobs that it's starting to have a little bit of a problem with crime. So what I'm going to do is replace the clone vats here.
Initial colonization phase
With precinct. Oh, and you can see finally it moved a bunch of people. Finally. So this is what'll happen. Is it'll moat harvesting traps. You can put 2 on this planet. Great. And it'll move people around, which is really fantastic. So it automatically starts moving some of your unemployed pops around, which is great. In places where you have jobs. Now, obviously, when it moves people off, this is what can happen. Buildings can be destroyed. So you got to kind of handle that part of it. But go, gentlemen. 72%. So these guys are not moving. The reason why there's still some unemployed pops is because on the Ecumenopolis, there's not available jobs. So you got to go to Foundry Arcology and create them, because the jobs here are clerk jobs. That's what's available. And those are lower level jobs, which is why those people aren't moving around. And these guys just went in here and rolled up on that. That was awesome. So we've got some wounded ships here. And since they're there with the Juggernaut, since it's got a shipyard, we can just say, hey, take care of that for us. I would imagine this war will be over before long. We can all go home. Oh, and there it is. Peace. Peace offer. So that war is all done. We can send everybody home. The Juggernaut doesn't have a home to go to, so we have to tell it to go home. But we can click on it and we can say the quickest place for you to go home is probably there, to Vite. So do that. And then he can continue researching projects. And these guys can go to Vite. And there we are. And he's building a ring world. It's 81%. So at this point in the game, things are looking pretty good. This is what the galaxy looks like. How does that appear? We're on our way to just making everything, except for these bozos over here, the Sovereign LeChoc's domains. They still don't like us. Huh, well. They're like, see, remember, we started off the episode and they were kind of like mediocre, but now they're cranky. Well, I would love to take all this space from them. So we may just try to initiate a war with them on ourselves. How are we doing on our levels for this? XP.
Receiving transmission.
We got a long ways to go before we can get to level 4. The Confederate Jagalawa Holdings want to agree to migration treaty. That's totally fine. I'm totally okay with that. Research. Elegate Insights. Let's get all those off of there.
Receiving transmission.
And they want a research agreement. And it's like, okay, sure. And so now we can just focus on these planets down here. Let's see. Ozone X. What do we want to do with this? Well, everybody gets a stronghold.
Shipwreck study.
These guys need clone vats first. Nanex need...
Receiving transmission.
They want a commercial pact invitation. Well, that's fine.
Research concluded.
We're just trucking along. Elegate Insight. That took all of 5 seconds. That's great. So, and when it comes to the score, victory score, we're crushing everybody. Larongo's now actually ahead of the Guardians, so that's pretty cool. I bet our whole Federation could take the Guardians on, but they're friendly now, so I'm not going to worry about that. The Holy Guardians, they like us. The Sovereign LeChoc's domains seem like... So here's what I want to do. The Sovereign LeChoc's domains. What can we do? Demand tribute. Does not have corporate authority. No mod hegemony's relative power is greater than or equal to. If grants us a subjugation casus belli on it. So we're going to demand tribute. And they're going to say no. And our ring world is ready to go. Okay, so we can now use the subjugation casus belli. So you get a subjugation casus belli on these people for a year. Is how long you get it. And we can see over here we have a casus belli on them. They have a casus belli on us. We can look at this. And I think it says a target of a casus belli from the nomad hegemony subjugation. So you can go in here and you can say declare war. And you can make them a tributary, in which case they're basically just going to pay you a portion of their energy credits every month. or you can vassalize them. And what happens when you vassalize them then is after you subjugate them and they become your vassal and they become like a subsidiary empire to you, then after 10 years you can integrate them into, and they're all of their systems and planets become yours, which means you need to make sure that your empire sprawl is up in order to take care of that. But if we do this, declare the war goal, and then what's it say? The diplomatic proposal. And so we're going to say vote yes.
War declaration process.
Yes, and so now we're at war with them. Great. So now I have to hurriedly move everybody over there. So I got to get everybody over there as fast as possible. Where are my main 3 fleets? They're down here. And I need to be building some more fleets, by the way. So my military fleets, get them moved right here. Here. And here. Because this is really... They have a back door up here, I guess. So I should take my 3rd fleet and move them to here. Go through there. That way they can't backdoor us in there. But yeah, we'll go after these guys. So we got our Federation agreed with us, which is great. So now we can go see the ring world. We have the ring world started down here. And it's just the ring world site. So then we have to say, okay, let's get it going. Mega structure. Okay. Sometimes you have to click on it away from it and click on it again to get this part show up. So that's the, you can see it's going to look really awesome when it's done. And let's see, we'll wait for a few more things to show up. That science ship I'm probably going to want down here so it can take part. And where else do we have science going on? Lots of different places. Yeah, research on Relic and Salzuino. Go to this. Okay, bring me back down to this science ship and say assist research on that planet. 206.8 trade right there. Look at that. That's why I like trade. I mean, look at this. This is 98 trade in that system, 415 trade in that system, 229 trade there, 213, 270. Listen, you new players, sometimes you're going to hear people say that trade is no big deal or that they don't worry about trade, blah, 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 blah. They're just going to vomit out of their mouths. Don't pay attention to them. You can see, if we click on this, you can see what our trade, we're accumulating 4,143 energy credits in trade every month. If we didn't, look at how much we're consuming. 6,574 a month is what our energy is costing us because of everything that we have. If we didn't have trade, we'd be in the hole. But because we have trade, we're 3K above it. So don't listen to anybody who tells you differently. All right, this has been an absolutely wonderful episode. I have enjoyed it deeply. Newbies, I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am playing it. I really like taking the time to explain things as we go along, especially in those earlier episodes. I feel like I really do it a lot, but I'm still trying to do it as much as possible here so you understand why I'm doing things. Obviously, your experience playing the game is going to be different. Every game in Stellaris is different, and that's okay. It should be. But hopefully you get a lot out of this series, and it's enough that you feel confident going forward and playing a whole bunch of games and learning. Yeah, you're going to fail sometimes, but you're going to learn to succeed too, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And you're going to come back from failures, which is one of the most fun things to do in the game. Again, check out my Wily Warrior Clan series on my channel. That was a series that I started because somebody was asking me on my channel. They were having a whole lot of trouble playing Stellaris, and they were saying how difficult it was. And I said, well, what kind of faction are you using? And they gave me their faction. And lo and behold, part of the reason they're having so much trouble is because they set themselves up with a bad faction to start with. And I had trouble playing that faction. But on 2 different occasions, I made massive comebacks. And I think watching that series out to the very end is really educational to show how you can come back. Now, I was very despondent at certain points during that series because I wasn't sure I could come back. I thought I was just going to get crushed and go home. But actually, it was very rewarding in the end to come back almost all the way. So I strongly suggest you watch that series too. As for the rest of you, as always, if you like the channel, subscribe to it. If you dig this episode, give it a thumbs up. If you have a question or comment, drop it down below. Try to use a timestamp if you're trying to point to something specific in the video. And as always, if you want to support my channel, my Patreon's listed in the description below. I like making videos for you. If you want to see more of them, that's a great way to support my channel. Thanks, folks. I'll see you next time.